Triplicity. Y'all ready for a ride? Because I don't know what I'm getting myself into. This game bills itself as being a minimalist puzzle game and a collectible card game, and I looked at screenshots of it that look like they're just from two different games, and I just can't even... I don't get it. My immediate reaction was, I don't get it. So now I just want to see... Probably a phone game, judging by this menu. Or at least, like, co-created for that purpose. Okay, let's just hit the start button. There's things going on here. And go. Can I drag around? There's no drag to rotate. I was wondering if you could, like, look at the world from different angles. I think that's us. Or that's what we do first. Welcome to Triplicity Island, home of the card game Triplicity and its challenges. Challenges consist of various puzzles as well as guardians that you must defeat. The rules of Triplicity are simple, and games are fast and dynamic. The tables can turn on you in an instant. Let's play a game and see what you can do. Starting deck, okay. Welcome. Each player begins the game with a 30-card deck, 30 life, 3 energy, and 3 cards in their hand. These values are displayed on the top and bottom of the screen. Oh yeah, this is a phone game. You can look at the shape of the screen. This is not an efficient use of space. Oh well. Press and hold a card to view its details. Keep holding down to keep the details open, release to close. The details is what I could already see, I think? Cost 1, attack 2, health 2. Is it attack on left, health on right? Attack, yep. Left is attack, right is health. The cost is how many gems it has out of 3. Yeah, picking a card that has different numbers for each value definitely is more helpful for figuring that part out. None of them seem to have details at the moment that actually stand out from going to this menu, besides explaining what the numbers mean. So we select a card from our hand to play it. Let's do... Oh yeah, my cost is my 3 gems, so I can probably do like both of these or something. Let's do the worm. Playing a card uses energy. The energy cost of a card is shown in the top left of the card. If you still have energy to use, play another card. Okay. Most cards cannot attack the turn they're played. Pretty standard for a lot of card games. You cannot do anything else this turn, so press end turn. How do combat do though? A 5/5? Well, that's not good. Each turn you draw cards until there are 3 in your hand, and all your energy is refilled. This turn we can attack with cards we played last turn. Okay. Each card has an attack and health shown on the left of the card. Okay. Let's use the weaker monster first. I'm just curious. I don't know if it's going to be magic rules where they both mutually attack each other. I think that's how magic works. I haven't played magic for a long time. Most cards can only attack directly in front of them. Select the opponent field in red. So I'm attacking their life points because there's nobody in that slot. Okay. Attacking an empty field damages your opponent's life total. Okay, so as expected, the combat is mutual, so my character took the hit and died. Attacking an opponent card will cause them to damage each other. If a card has 0 health, it's destroyed. Excess damage from an attack will also damage the opponent's life total. Normally, you can play cards and attack in any order. Play some cards from your hand, and then press end turn when ready. Can you go away, tutorial, so I can see the field? Oh well. Ideally, I'd want to get something with 5 defense so I could block the incoming attack, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to throw this dude in there, Bone Grove. And then I need a 1 cost, so Pinwrecker. You already attacked, so we're done. Yeah, I would recommend they move the tutorial messages to the side of the screen, since the game isn't doing anything with that part of the screen. These pop-ups that block the screen are like a concession that you would have for when you're limited to a phone screen, but if you're going to port it to PC, you might as well move them to the giant empty space so that it doesn't block anything. Some cards have abilities when they enter play. Press and hold fire, yeah. Deals 1 damage to the opposite opponent field. So it did 1 damage here, and that character had 1 health, so they got taken down. If a card is highlighted green, it means it can be played or it can attack. It's just saying everything with a green outline can be used right now. You should have all you need to finish the game on your own. The game will end when a player reaches 0 life. Good luck. I'm wondering what makes this game a puzzle game. Because I get the card game already, that's clear. I don't know other than that, though. Gain 2 life when played. Neat. Prism Fist. Everything else doesn't have effects. I don't have any 1 energy cards, so I'm only going to be able to play 1 card period right now. I can attack you. Make a little progress there. This guy has 4 life, 2 damage. I'll take him out in 1 hit, but I'll have to wait till next turn to attack. A cliff breather? That sounds like some kind of strange insult. Iron grinder. So I'm lacking in 1 energy monsters at the moment. Cliff breather. What a weird, what a visual. So I'm worn down. If I take the attack, I'll do 4 damage to him, because it'll go through him. These two can destroy each other. Ideally, I should probably block his... I should probably block his guy from attacking, and probably should play a monster that will survive his attack, so that they can then attack him directly next turn or attack through him. Did I do damage to him? I don't think it lets you attack through the enemy's monster when they're the one attacking. They just mutually destroy each other for a bit. I am not drawing any 1 energy powers, unfortunately. That's too bad. If I attack him, he will survive. But if he attacks me, I'll do just as much damage to him next turn, but at the very least, he won't get to... Yeah, because if I attack him now, during his turn, he'll be able to attack me, but if I sit here and wait for him to attack me, then I believe he'll attack me, kill me, I'll attack him, he'll almost be dead, but he won't get a chance to attack my base in the in-between. I think it's better to withhold. I'm definitely attacking through you. Ooh, Fireball 2, that would take out the guy right here, right? There we go. And he only cost me 1, so I can play another monster. Attack you directly, and then through. Can you play enough monsters to block me? You cannot. But he did play a monster that's way stronger than mine, because that was just a 1-1. But I can hit him directly. But the downside of monsters like Gnar Wreckers is that you place them and they have a lot of attack, but by the time they get a turn, they might already be dead. I have 3 energy, so that means I can play 2 monsters. I might as well just get an attack in. It does 3 attack, but I want it to die when it attacks me, so let's play something strong enough to kill it. I'll throw the Gnar Wrecker there. I'm wondering what happens when we run out of cards. Do you lose the game, like in some games, like just stop drawing, or do you automatically just shuffle the deck, which is the most common outcome, but a lot of games actually punish you for running out of cards. Flying. This card can attack any opponent field. So I can have it attack a different row, but it's also very weak. Let's attack through you. Partly because it gives me an opportunity to play an extra monster. Let's try that flying power. So I can... Oh, you're right, I can't attack that turn anyway. Dummy. These two should wipe each other out when he attacks. I think they pretty mindlessly attack most of the time. Yep. He's covering both of my rows. Look at you. But joke's on you, because I can use you to attack you. And then I can attack through that. It's going straight to him. He does 4/4. Nothing I can play does 4 damage, so I can't defeat him in turn. But I can play 2 monsters. I'm wondering if we're playing with simplified cards at the moment. I just have a general sense that I think most card games usually have more to it than this. Because mostly, like, these cards mostly don't do effects, and we're limited to only 3. And it's mostly just a simple numbers game. Which would probably wear thin pretty quick unless they have more up their sleeve. See, these two are just going to kill each other, but I'll attack through you and damage the health bar. I have to block 5 on the side. That's what the squid can do. You're going to... You'll lose, but he'll not be able to attack through you. At the moment, he's lost 29 health, and I've lost 1. So I think I might win. Shield. When this card is damaged for the first time, prevent that damage. Fox Paw. Inflict 1 and 2. Opponent loses 1 life. Opponent loses 2 life. Just immediately? Does opponent mean the opponent monster or the opponent's team? If it means the opponent, like if it means his main health bar, then just playing that monster will win at this point. Interesting. Doesn't matter. Attacking will win right now. Ta-da! Okay, a 1/1 inflict 2, a 5/4 flying, and a 4/1 flying quick attack. Quick attack. This card may attack the turn it enters play. I imagine I want a really specific ratio of energy costs per monster. Otherwise we'll have a deck where I can't control what's going on. Let's see, card library. Should I be building a deck yet, perhaps? What are these ranked by? Are these elements? Do elements mean something in this game? Because there's definitely colors, but they're not explained yet what they mean. They're just kind of there. Let's see what the next thing says. In time, you will collect powerful cards, create new decks, and learn the secrets of Triplicity. From the menu, you can access your card library. There you can view your cards and design new decks. In the card house next to me, you can play practice matches and enter tournaments. That is all for now. You may begin your journey. Good luck. Was that the card house, and then that's the first level, I assume? Oh. Like it's the first world. Okay. Green block? Okay. Am I supposed to make a bridge, I guess? Sure. Is this the minimalist puzzle part? This is odd, right? That these are the same game? It's a strange marrying of things. I guess the question is whether this is what the minimalist puzzle stuff is, or if this is like a tutorial on how the interactive mechanics work, like how to click on things. Okay. Now there's a green person. Can I look around? There's no click to drag. You seem to be stuck wherever they put you. Do you accept this challenge? Sure. Would you like to keep your starting hand? No. So you get a mulligan. There we go. I was hoping for a 1-3 hand, a 1-2 hand. That seems to be ideal in many cases. Get me some land ownership. So triple fireball does 1 damage to everything. Alright, so there's inflict healing, damaging me directly. Well, fireball will just straight up take you out. There we go. I can attack you directly here. These are, as far as I can tell, identical monsters. They have a different color, but I don't know what the color means yet. I actually can't use my last energy. I have 3 monsters on the field. Triple +1/+1. All your cards gain +1/+1, yeah. So we're definitely seeing new things now. He can attack everybody, he buffs his whole team, which is not generally good news for me. At the moment, every single enemy will kill me if I attack. Could do that on purpose, just to place a tougher monster, especially since I can place 2 of them. Let's see, I can kind of nullify you a bit by placing a shield monster so that it stops you from getting attacked through. These 2 will wipe each other out? No. But they won't get through at the very least. You can attack through me, though. Just place something that's tough enough not to die. Quick attack. He placed something that could attack immediately, but he didn't actually attack immediately. Alright. I have a very strong monster I could play, which is probably ideal because my board is currently filled. I mean, you can straight up kill him. That gives Hulklops an entrance. I'm not sure if I should attack with either of these characters or just stall, though. That's been one of my tactics so far, apparently, is just to let a monster just sit there. Because attacking would lead to my character dying, but if I just don't attack, then I keep that field closed. And I only attack to destroy a monster on my... I only do an attack that kills a monster on my side if I have the energy to replace them. Otherwise, I'll let them do the attack on their turn. Which means that they have to... It delays their future attacks, I think. Just because they have to place the monster manually. And by the time they've placed it manually, probably won't be able to actually attack. These are all 1 energy monsters. Well, I can plop a 2/2 down there. Now they should mutually destroy each other. Yep. Burning through me a little bit. Well, you would lose against this guy, but you can't fight through him. I should be doing 7 damage to the enemy this turn. He's gonna have to pull out a surprise. I would say he has largely not pulled out a surprise. Attack through you. Attack through you. This will kill me, but I can replace you. He's kind of melting. More inflict damage. That keeps happening. His whole club's finally going down. Most likely. You can go straight through you, though. You're not even shielded right now. I will lose this fight, but I could place something there. Maybe that's the way to go. Let's attack with both. I can replace both of them with something that'll win. There we go. Okay, that's not great. Oh, it's only a plus attack, so they're still both going to die the same way they were going to do if they attacked me before. But still went as planned. Ooh, inflict. On top of being a dangerous monster. So I'll die, but I'll still do 2 damage, and I can replace him. Same goes here. But here... we only have 1 armor, so that would do 3 damage to his health. Okay, so place that. Then place... Oh, I can't place Fireball. I had the thought of being able to place Fireball, because then that'd be able to just shoot a Fireball. Wait, you'll attack through his defense anyway. Which means he'll die. Ta-da! I'm not sure what I think of this one yet. Wait, you want me to take them out now? Oh, they're on the wrong ones. Yeah, we'll see if they surprise me or something, but so far this part, I kind of don't want to do. Like this, it's not really much going on with it. Oh yeah, I see the potential of this becoming something I worry about. It's a kind of turning into a sequence puzzle. Like that. It does seem like they made 2 different games and just put them in one game together. Which is odd. It's kind of a mind bender to try to go back and forth between 2 different things like this. Like, I was in the other mode, man. You want me to switch gears like this? Alright, well, let's give this a go. probably finish World 1 this video. Unless I missed them, there being more off camera. Let's not do starting deck. Let's actually make a deck. New deck. Did I get rewards for the last one, or do you only get rewards for beating a dungeon altogether, I wonder? So we have... Let's see, yeah. Wait, that's not what I'd want to filter by. This is not a good filter. You can filter by color and rarity. Why can't I filter by energy cost? Why can't I filter by like defense? Or sort by defense? There should definitely be more than that. Do I have a rare card? Didn't think so. I don't have an uncommon card. Alright, so the bottom sorting options are useless to me, basically, aren't they? Yeah, I don't have either of those. And the color doesn't matter to me, because I've never been given a reason for color to matter. Alright. Let's just put in some 3s. So, there's a 3. 3. Let's experiment with deck balance a little bit. I'll throw in 10 3s. 10 1s and 10 2s, if that's even an option. Yeah, you should be able to sort by energy cost. I can't get that many. I can't get that many 3s. There's actually a lot of 3s. There's not a lot of 3s in my entire deck, as it turns out. Alright. You also can't sort by categories like shield or flying. You just have to look for them manually, which seems strange to me. Okay, let's do... Well, I put 4 cards in so far, so I think I want to split it about evenly. Probably. So let's do, God, what is it? That's 26, right? So 13 of each type? Sure. So let's keep adding 2-star cards until I get to 17. Flying Quick Attack seems neat. Iron Grinders, just a 4/4, which is fine. 4/3. Why would I want a 4/3? So you just suck. There's a 4/4 of the same color and skill type and energy cost, so... And I started with it. So why would I ever use the 4/3 in my deck? I don't know if there's a reason for that. Inflict, I'll put some Inflict in there. The Centipede. Bone Grove. That thing's defensive. That thing's offensive. Fireball Trap. Deal 2 damage to the first card your opponent plays after this card's played. That's neat. It attacks as a trap card, essentially. I was thinking like Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap card, but it literally calls itself a trap, so it was a little redundant to say that, I suppose. But their Firemancer. Going for my goal, I still need like 6 more. Put another Iron Grinder in there. The 4/4 just seems weak. Bone Grove. Nanwreckers. Tentasquid. 2 more. I don't think I have enough 2-star cards. Nope. Nope, just don't have the options available yet. Alright, well, let's just fill the rest of the deck in. Prioritizing abilities over all else. That takes me down to these guys. Oh, did I go over? Oh, I was looking at the wrong part of the screen. So I currently have 16 2-stars. I was misreading it as thinking that was my number of cards. So I was going for 13, right? So let's remove a few of those. It's probably some of the 3/4s or 4/3s. So you and you. There, that was my original goal. Okay. 2 2s are fine. There we go. That's correct, right? That's 30 cards? Yeah. Done. New deck 1. I didn't... Was there a rename? Oh, there it is. Name it after how I wasn't necessarily super planning things out. Give this a shot. It's an acceptable starting hand. I'll give it a go. I'm gonna prioritize the lower cost cards because I can work towards filling up the board. Because that forces the enemy, as far as I can tell, that forces the enemy to kind of spread themselves thin and try to cover your attacks. He had quick attack but didn't take it. So the AI doesn't make the smartest moves as far as I can tell, because if he used quick attack he could take me out. And as far as I can tell, when you're the one attacking, your opponent can't hurt your health bar. And so he had the chance to take out my defense before I could do anything. Now I'm gonna go through him and deal quite a bit of damage to his health. Meanwhile, I'll throw down a big scary monster just to mess with him. But you're gonna sit still and block that side for a bit. +1/+1. Ah. You left it open though. I can attack through you. And I will. And I can block you with the shield. Then put down a Tentasquid. Ow. Ooh. Drain. That must make you lose one and he gains one? Yep. Straightforward. So it very specifically does not say you have to be attacked. It says that when you are damaged for the first time, prevent that damage. Which means I can attack him and benefit from him being wiped out, basically. Alright, so he's got a character with 2 health and he's got 2 open spaces. I can't do anything to clear a monster to play more, though. The next card you play gains +1/+1. That's what support is, because it definitely wasn't affecting the other dudes. Because they're just sitting here with their normal health. I've got my fireball trap. If I attack with you, he'll survive while defeating me, but I could play something else as a result. But I want the thing in front of me to be open if I do this. Oh, first card they play after this one doesn't have to be in front of it, apparently. It just says first card. That's interesting. If I attack you, I'll win. Then when I attack you, I can then place a monster here, which will attack this guy when he gets played. I have enough energy to play another card if I want. I'll throw a flying down while dealing more damage. Okay, there was a lot going on there now. So he fireballed everyone while I did the trap on them, and it just sort of kept going around. Inflict 1 and inflict 2. Fun. So inflict monsters seem to have kind of low defense, if this is anything to sample by. It'll damage him directly, but the chance of them surviving the turn seems kind of not there. These two would mutually destroy each other. This will hurt him directly. I have enough to play 2 of my monsters. I would prefer to play something that would hurt, that he would lose against if he attacked me, or they'd mutually destroy each other. So let's throw him down, and I'll be doing 3 inflict this turn. Gonna have to catch up. I'm 10 points ahead at the moment. Oh, 9. 8. Make the mistake of saying it like that and it starts to become a countdown. We wouldn't want that. So the problem here is if I attack him, he'll defeat me while also not taking damage because of the nature of how shielding works. I can attack straight through you, though. And I can place a 5/5. Wouldn't that be scary? I could use some board control, though. So let's place both of these instead. Aha! I get the first attack! That means I get to do the 4 damage to you. Sure, let's stop him from attacking me. That uses up everything, basically. We're just sitting here in the middle not attacking each other, because we don't want to use up the monster necessarily. Oh, here it goes. Well, this is gonna hurt. It's down to 7. So I can place 2 monsters. No one can stand up to the 3. Yeah, no one has 3 defense. The best I can really do is this. But he doesn't have a lot of time left, I don't think. We'll see if he can turn it around. Oh, that's bad. An attack buff is not good, because then all those attacks that are leaking through the enemy, through my team, there's consequences. I would take both of them down, but then we'd lose our guys too. But I'll take the attack first, so he can't get me. I think the fireball happens to him directly, right? Yeah, he still loses 1. He doesn't have to have a... There doesn't have to be a target. I'd be shocked if it was even possible for him to win at this point. It's not. Alright, well this is Triplicity. You can find it on Steam if you so desire. It's probably also on phone devices if I were to guess by the interface, and it's... is it Monument Valley is that the Minimalist phone game? I've never played it before, but I think that it evokes something of that a little bit. Not as novel as I was thinking it would be, because it touted itself as like a minimalist puzzle game crossed with a card game. I'm like, what does that mean? And the answer seems to be much less interesting, which is that it's just both of those things, but separately from each other. Maybe it'll surprise me and engage the 2 of them together somewhere, but it seems like the overworld is a series of these like sequential puzzles where you scramble blocks around until you get them in the right order and in the right spots. And then the card game is vaguely similar to things like Hearthstone and Magic with a few changes of its own. So they're both things seem pretty standard. It seems like a perfectly serviceable game to just spend some time with, but yeah, my the curiosity that is spawned by its description kind of petered out pretty quickly. Thanks for watching like always, guys. You can find a link to the game in the description, and I'll see you next time.